Hi guys, it's Joe from PrepAgent. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about test taking strategy. So the day has come for your exam, you're sitting down, what should you do? Should you just sit there and answer everything and just go through it? Well, I guess if you got it all perfectly mastered and you're not nervous, why not go for it? But for the rest of us, I got a little plan for you. The gist of my plan functions around the idea of spending the most time around the ones you have the most chance of getting correct. Remember, all you need to do is pass. You don't need to get every single one correct. So I want you spending the most time and energy on the ones you have the most chance of getting correct, because the ones that are a little harder are not going to be scored more than the ones that are a little easier for you. So how do you go about doing this? Well, you sit down for your exam, and the first thing you're going to do is go through it and answer the ones that are really easy for you. So real property, immovable, boom, no problem. Answer that one. Easy stuff, okay? After you answer the ones that are super easy for you, you're going to have a bunch left over. And I want you to rank those on your scrap piece of paper. Some of you guys get a piece of paper that's given to you by the testing center. Some of you guys are given a whiteboard. But everybody's given something to kind of doodle on or write ideas on or whatever it may be. What I want you to do with that piece of paper or that whiteboard, whatever you got, I want you to make three columns, okay? The first columns are ones that are easy, but you want to take another look at. The second column is the ones that are pretty hard. And the third column, well, what does that mean? Those ones are basically impossible. It might as well be Greek, assuming you don't speak Greek. Maybe speak Greek. It's an expression. So that first column is ones that are easy. Now remember, if it was super easy, you already answered it. You got it out of the way. You write in that column the number of the question and the answer you think it is. So you would write 22B, 43C, 62D, whatever it may be. So you record those. Second column, same thing, 18C, 29B, 30D, whatever it may be. And the last column, obviously you're just writing down the number. Because that one's so hard, you have no idea whatsoever what the answer could be. So that you're just writing 12, 15, 62, and hopefully there's not too many in that column. So you have it all organized. Then what you do is you go back and do that first column first. Remember, because those are a little easier for you. Now you recorded your first impulse, the thing you thought it would be. The 5B, 7A, 42D, whatever it may be, because your first impulse is usually correct, okay? So when you fill out these sheets, or fill out the columns, I should say, you always want to record your first impulse, and that's why I said you write down what you think the answer will be next to the number. So when you go back, you only put down something different if you really, really believe that the answer is different than what you originally put down. But if you have any indecision at all, go with your first impulse. It's just like when you get up in the morning, you get dressed, you wait for your ride, you like what you're wearing, but then you wait 45 minutes because your ride is late. What do? You change your outfit. You start being indecisive and second guessing yourself. And then after you're in the car, you think to yourself, ugh, my first outfit was so much better. Why'd I change 3 times? Study shows that your first impulse is usually correct. That's why these big-time athletes who don't second-guess themselves are usually pretty successful. They don't overthink it. That's why you hear the term clutch player. They don't constantly second-guess. They make a decision and they go. And usually that decision is correct. Okay? So, you already filled out the ones that are super easy. The first column, the ones that are pretty easy, but you want to look at again. But you have your first impulse recorded. The second column you go through, same thing, you fill all those out to your best ability, and you use your first impulse unless you come up with some information or some ideas, or you thought of something that contradicts it. And the last column, just do your best. And if you run out of time, or you run out of attention or energy, and you don't have the energy, time, or whatever it is to do the question of that last column, well, wasn't it going to be a guess anyway? And that's the beauty of this strategy. Chances are you were going to get those wrong anyway. So if you run out of time, energy, or patience, just fill it in. okay, because it was going to be a guess anyway. What I'd hate to see happen is you spend the most time on those ones that should be in the last column that you would probably get wrong anyway, and then you lose time, energy, or patience on ones that you more than likely would have gotten correct if you gave the attention it deserved. So think about that strategy. Utilize it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them. Other than that, this is Joe from PrepAgent, and don't forget to check out our webinars. They're good stuff.